Hello friends, we welcome you all to another video of Pocket Caches. Today we'll be discussing about the topic Hospital, its function, types and organization. Before moving to the video, please remember to subscribe our channel so that you'll get timely notification when we upload a new video. So first of all, we need to understand what is the definition of hospital. The standard definition of hospital is it is an institution of community health or a specialized complex organization that make use of physician, surgeons and team of technical staff in order to provide facilities for diagnosis, therapy, rehabilitation, prevention, education and research. So this is the standard definition of hospital. So it says that it is an institution. Okay, normally it's an institution where we carry out the activities like health related activities, right? Community health related activities. And there we can see lots of staffs, healthcare staffs like physicians, surgeons, etc. And the facilities, various healthcare facilities like diagnosis, therapy, then rehabilitation, prevention of disease, education and research activities, etc. are going on. So, this is the standard definition of hospital. So, next what we need to study is the functions of hospital. So, the number one is to uplift quality of law and general standards of medical practice. So, we need to improve the standards of medical practice. Second one, to provide facilities and guidance by which persons can work in groups with the intention of betterment of hospital department, patient and community. Okay, so it says that it provides facilities and guidance so that we can give better hospital facilities for the patient and community. Then third one is to reduce disease occurrence by early diagnosis and treatment. So we all know the major function of hospital is to diagnose and treat a particular disease. Then fourth one, to estimate needs for facilities, supplies and equipments and their utilization for evaluation, control and maintenance. Okay, so we know hospital requires various types of equipments and facilities. So the estimation and all kind of activities must be done there. Then fifth one, to estimate departmental necessities. Then sixth one, to provide a common link between general public and policy makers. So we all know there is a link between the general public who are the patients and policy makers, right? Then seventh one, to suggest policies and procedures to maintain adequate and competent staff. So we all know in hospital many staffs are there. So there should be proper policies and procedures for the proper functioning of the staffs. Then eighth one, to develop and maintain an effective system of clinical and administrative records and reports. So we all know hospital contains various disease and healthcare reports and records, and it must be maintained in a very effective way. The ninth one, to harness growth of medical science by proper training of doctors and nurses in large training hospital. So we all know in majority of the hospitals there is educational facilities attached. So there will be many training activities will be carried on for all the healthcare related staffs. Then 10th one, to create and develop financial plan for the operation of hospital. Of course, naturally, there must be a administrative section which carry out all the finance related activities. So then 11th one, to provide facilities for continuing education of all the people. Then 12th one, to participate and implement safety programs of hospital. So it is one of the major duty of hospital to implement all the safety related programs. Then 13th one, to initiate, utilize and participate in research projects aimed at improvement of patient care. So naturally we all know hospitals is a major area where many research projects are carried on. So these are the major functions of hospital. So next what we need to study is classification of hospital. So majorly we can classify hospitals on the basis of 5 types. The one is based on clinical grounds, then second one based on non-clinical grounds, third one based on the size of the hospital, fourth one cost, and 5 the system of medicine which is followed there. So let's start to the first classification, that is based on the clinical grounds. So hospitals majorly on the clinical grounds, it can be majorly classified into 3 types. The first one is medicine based. Okay, so in medicine based, we know that our hospital contains various departments like pediatrics, psychiatric department, etc. So that is the medicine based classification. Then B is surgery based. So we all know in our medical science, there is majorly a medicine department and surgery based departments are there. So the surgery based department examples are ENT, ortho, etc. Then the third one is maternity. Of course, maternity is again, there is two types, that is short term and long term. So this is the classification based on clinical grounds. Then the next classification is based on non-clinical grounds. Here we can classify the hospital majorly into 2 types. That is, of course, we know there are government hospital and non-government hospital. Under government hospital, we know army hospital, navy hospital, etc. Then under non-government hospital, we know various hospitals like private hospitals are there. Then various non-profit hospitals which is conducted by many churches, charitable hospital, etc. are there. So this is based on the non-clinical grounds. Then the third one is based on the size. So usually the hospital size, majorly we can classify the hospital into 4 types. That is large hospital where there is above 1,000 beds. Then medium hospital where the bed strength is between 500 and 1,000. Then small hospital where the bed is between 100 and 500. Then very small hospital where the bed limit is less than 100. So this is the classification of hospital based on the size. So the fourth one is based on cost. Based on the cost, we can classify hospital into 2 types, that is elite hospital and budget hospital. Under elite hospital, we can see hospital which provides the high technological facilities with multi-speciality hospitals and 5-star hospitals and all. That is the example for elite hospital. Then budget hospital means for the common persons, low budget people. Many hospitals are working there, right? Especially the hospitals which is carried out by charitable societies and all. So this is the 2 classification based on the cost. Then fifth one is based on the system of medicine. So of course we all know there are many kind of system of medicine which is practiced here. So majorly we can classify the hospital into allopathic hospital, Ayurvedic hospital, homeopathic hospital, Unani hospital, etc. So this is the classification of hospital based on the system of medicine. Then the next topic is organization of hospital. So what is organization? It is defined as a dynamic process in which various managerial activities bring and bind people together for the achievement of common goals and objectives. Okay, so this is the standard definition for organization. And the most important body of a hospital is the governing body or the board of directors, or otherwise known as board of trustees. Of course, we all know hospitals will be having a top body, which is the governing body, which took almost all the important decision of that hospital. Then usually the governing body will be consisting of various eminent personalities in the field of medical education, research, politics, etc. Then the function of governing body is to frame the policies, plans and programs of the hospital. So that is the major role of the governing body. And usually the governing body will be appointing all the staffs of the hospital. Every staffs of the hospital will be interviewed and appointed by the governing body. So that is the function of governing body. So next what we need to study is the services provided by the hospital organization. So we all know our hospital provide various kinds of services. One of the important one is nursing service, where we get the nursing service, right? So usually it will be 24-hour service, and the nurses capacity will be usually based on the number of beds, number of bed limit. So that will be proportional to the bed limit. And nurses will be trained for prenatal care, then labor care, etc. And usually the nursing service will be in charge. There will be a nursing in charge known as the nursing director. Then the next one is outpatient service. Of course, we all know about the OP service, right? OP service of the hospital, where usually people will be approaching the hospital for major or minor illnesses. Okay, so OP services where we don't need to admit there. So usually people will be coming there, seeing the physician and making use of hospital functions like a diagnostic test or anything, and they will be going to their home. That is outpatient service. Then next one is radiological service. Of course, we know we need to take various radiological tests like X-ray, ECG, CT scan, etc. for various diagnosis of various disorders. So there will be a radiological section in a hospital, and there will be a radiologist who perform all the related activities. Then fourth one is central supply service. This is the area where we get the medical and surgical supply services. Okay, so this is majorly mean for the diagnosis, treatment, prevention, education, and research. Here all the activities are carried out. Okay, and usually there will be a qualified personnel will be there who took care of all the activities of central supply services. Then another one is hospital pharmacy services. We all know what is a pharmacy, where we get the medicines according to our prescriptions, right? So there will be many functions are there inside the hospital pharmacy. There is a very big topic. We need to cover it in a separate topic. So usually inside a pharmacy, many activities like drug delivery system, drug information, counseling, manufacture of various products, sterilization. Likewise, many activities are going on inside the hospital pharmacy service. Then another one is medical record service. So we all know usually a patient will be having a proper record which contains all the data of the patient, right? Usually the disease data, the medication data, physician's advice, if they have taken any kind of lab test and their reports. This is the data, the information mainly seen in a medical report, and medical records will be usually stored in a very careful way, okay, for the future purpose and all. Then another one is store service. Usually in a hospital there will be a store. Usually it consists of mainly medical store, then store for general items where we get all the other items apart from the medicines. Then there will be surgical store where we can buy the surgical related items, etc. So that is simply mean as store service. Then another one is miscellaneous service, where all the other functions like dietary service like canteen and all, then ambulatory service, laundry service, transportation, mortuary, library, etc. All this comes under the miscellaneous services. This is all what we need to study about the functions, organization, and classification of hospital.